2016 we bought a boat we aptly called Mood Swings, primarily as a platform to film our online fishing courses and to travel to remote fishing destinations. Our latest journey heading south was plagued by mechanical issues, but not to be deterred, we decided to head north after the repairs and put up with the challenges associated with monsoonal weather. Hi, I'm Ryan Moody, this is my wife Karen, our two sea dogs, me mate Maxie, and our fishing weapon, the blue boat. Join us on our northern adventure as we have a few dramas, see some amazing locations and catch some great fish, heading north to Lizard Island and beyond. In the last episode, we finally left the waters of Lizard Island, heading south again towards Cooktown and decided to overnight at South Direction Island. We were interrupted by a few storms again. They weren't too bad though, just a lot of wind and rain, but luckily no lightning. Next morning, absolutely glorious, and I did promise Karen a snorkel at this amazing little reef we found on our way up. The coral there is absolutely stunning. Has a nice little sand cay as well. Fortunately, the storm started rolling in once again, which cut our swimming short, and we had to get over to Cape Flattery by that afternoon.
Wow, that's why we have raced back from our snorkeling. Now what? It's everywhere. So what's the plan, Skip?
Test out the tow rope.
Test out the tow rope. They've got us surrounded. We cut our snorkeling trip short.
Let's just get back to South Direction. And then after the storm front passes, we'll head to Cape Flattery.
So we're batting down the hatches again?
Yeah, batten down again.
And it was a bit of a fizzer last night, so let's hope the same thing.
This doesn't look like a fizzer.
It doesn't look like a fizzer. I have that positive thinking. There's our saviour. To go into the eye of the storm, but we have a radar.
Oh, I've got it turned on.
Okay.
I don't need it, I'm just going to go to the island.
Okay.
I don't need a radar to tell me there's a giant storm about to smash us.
Well, it's pouring, but it's not too windy yet.
No.
So that's...
It's surprising though, because of the speed that it's moving,
Yeah.
there's not much lower level wind with this one, and I don't mind.
No, we don't mind rain. And we don't even mind a bit of wind. We do not like lightning. Lightning is very terrifying.
Don't even mention that.
Yeah, but that's okay. We'll ride it out. So this is what you were saying. Even though the weather forecast is good, we're sitting on a monsoon trough, right on the monsoon trough.
You get these little storms that spin up through convergence lines.
So, and that came very quickly. It was magic when we got in the water.
I said to you this morning, let's go. Let's not muck around this morning. Because once again, you can see that cloud mass on the horizon. It starts off as white, but as it approaches you, it gets grey and then it gets black. The secret is to watch the horizon.
Yeah. Anyway, go and hide behind South Direction. It's our closest position of cover. And it's just coming into view over there, actually. This might just be a bloody rain shower, babe.
Oh, I hope so. Hope it doesn't turn electrical. Sometimes they do.
Well, non-event.
Well, sometimes they surprise you. I mean, that had the big supercell look, the big gamble crest on it. I thought, here we go, this is going to be the best one of the whole trip. And it was just a very fast moving rain front that looked really nasty.
It might be nasty for someone.
It might turn nasty somewhere else. Well, one end of it could be nasty, but oh well, I'm glad that didn't eventuate like it might have. So sometimes you get smaller ones that are electrical and they're 3 times as bad. You just don't know. You just don't take chances.
So we're going to head to our night anchorage.
Yeah, we're going to head across to towards Cape Flattery. We might go to 𝗘𝗫𝗬𝗘𝗥, we might go to Flattery. We'll see.
So many options. South Direction Island has reappeared out of the storm, and yeah, look, conditions are good. So we'll head off to, I don't know, destination unknown. That's those little boats out there still. Oh, they'll be breathing a sigh of relief.
Oh man, how lucky with Aiden's was a bit of a fizzer.
Yeah.
But we don't know what's to come.
Yeah.
That was record time. Snorkeling, back to the boat, tying off, unpacking,
Unanchoring, back down the hatches.
securing the motor, putting the boat out on the tow rope, upping the anchor.
That was like 3 minutes.
Out of the lagoon.
Except the fenders are still out.
Oh, you can follow me.
Storm season in the tropics.
Oh, thank you very much. A nice little wonky there. When we turned around in the rate squall. Nice trench in it. I'll have to come back later. Then we turn around
So we did a Yui
to face the storm.
to face the rain.
Well, we're almost at Cape Flattery for our overnight anchorage. And we're going to anchor on the beachfront actually. It's not where we normally anchor because generally we're sitting off Connie's Beach to shelter from the southeasterly, but because the winds are blowing west and northwest, we'll be sitting off the beachfront this time, just past the main loading jetty. I'm looking forward to turning around in a minute and have a look at the happening fisher on that hole. Put the camera away too soon. I found another one.
Look at your smile.
You beauty.
Hey? You're so happy when you find a little fishing spot.
No.
Record it for Sounder Skills 2 members so he can show them what he's found and why.
The advantage of in this boat is I've got a dual pair GT51s from Garmin, the best electronics company in the world. Super low frequency with good high power, allows us to see a mile in really deep water. So not a mile, but a very long way, depending on your depth. So if you want to find those little honey holes, get yourself a Garmin unit. It's got a GT51 transducer.
And we have two because of the deep V hull in this boat.
Yeah, we've got one shooting either side. They're called a dual pair. I've got one in the little boat too, but just a single transducer because it doesn't have the keel to. Oh, look at this one! Look at this one! Look at the size of it! That's a beauty, man. I can see the fish school on it and everything. That's insane. That's a beauty.
So we have the deep V.
I found 3 spots in what, 4 minutes.
Yeah. We do that a lot with the big boat, and then we anchor up close by and then go back in the little boat.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to fish little spots like that in this.
Yeah.
We need a giant spot lock electric bow thrusting motor.
Yeah, a couple of 30 horsepowers on the bow.
Yeah.
Cross section on that one, I think. Go around and hit it from the other angle. The rain stops. There's another hole just over here too.
You want to know how to find wonky holes like this?
Yeah, we've got a course.
We've got a course. How to use your sounder to set it up correctly, which really helps. And for different applications. And how to cut down your search time in a giant ocean.
Right.
Kind of know where to start looking. A few tricks from 30 years of finding them.
Yeah, 35.
So we are towing the little boat off one corner, and he's going to attempt to fish these itty bitty wonky holes.
I normally put a boat alongside, but there's a bit of a swell here.
Yeah.
So I only want a couple of fish if we can, that's it. And just leave the boat out the back on one rope.
And hopefully we don't A, tangle the rope around the propeller, B, tangle the fish around the rope, C, blah, blah, blah.
All of the above.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, let's give it a crack.
Don't run over the rope.
Don't run over the rope. I'm just going to let it slowly settle there.
Do you want me to keep it straight into the sea or anything?
No, I'm just going to give it one quick jig and pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
playing the game.
Yep. Oh. Moxie gets to go forward, babe.
Oh, nice one, darling. Moxie. 2 seconds later, that's how you do it. That's a nice fish, babe.
Nice, Nanny.
And everyone asks what gear you're using, so...
This is Ronnie Farron's 𝗘𝗫𝗬𝗘𝗥 blanks. He's just getting them out of the country. They're Japanese nano carbon, so...
Email us at info@𝗘𝗢𝗦𝗜𝗡𝗚.
Brilliant blanks, I love them. Custom made.
Yeah.
They're not the cheap thing you're going to find at 𝗘𝗦𝗧 or Kmart or whatever.
Yeah.
They are expensive, but wicked.
𝗘𝗫𝗘𝗥.
𝗘𝗫𝗘𝗥 as usual.
You can get in our shop.
That's
So
it.
they are tops.
Hi guys, Ryan Moody here. For those that didn't know, I've been a fishing guide for over 30 years, and since 2014 I've been teaching my fishing secrets in my online fishing courses. We cover depth sounder skills, species specific courses like Australia's iconic barramundi and threadfin salmon, how to find underwater springs called Wonky Holes, all the different ways that you can catch live bait in your area, and how to catch foragers like fingermark and snapper on inshore headlands and reef spits. These courses are very in-depth and will take your fishing to the next level, no matter where you live. So do take a look at my website, Ryan Moody Fishing. We do have some free training there too. Righto, let's get back to the video.
Righto. We're back on the hunt.
One more fish, that's all we're taking. It's all too easy, and you know what you're doing. It is a difficult way to fish, but it's a bit choppy now, there's a bit of a swell coming.
And we've got a big ship coming. A little bit precarious getting right on the spot.
Okay, take two.
Righto, take two. Let's see if you can go faster than the first one.
Right, take two.
After quite a bit of manoeuvring.
Let's go forward. That's all right. Oh, nice little cod. Beautiful. It's a nice little cod. These things are loaded with them up here. I don't mind taking the odd small one. Very, very good eating. That's a good eating sized cod, so that'll do us, eh?
Yep, I reckon.
All right, let's go and find an anchorage. Okay, blue boat's back on the bridle. Time to find an anchorage. Couple of quick fish. Down 6 wonkies in, what, 10 minutes?
Yep.
That was good fun. Well, we didn't fish yesterday either, did we?
Yeah.
So it's good to get some, we've still got some trout there. But,
Well, we gave a lot of fish away to the yachties.
yachties, all the old yachties that don't fish. They got some great stories, haven't they?
Yeah, we love listening to their stories.
Yeah. All right, Cape Flattery.
Cape Flattery in the middle of the rainstorm.
Just going to sit it out for a minute. Trying to get away from the northwesterly swell. Northwesterly around the corner, southeasterly on this side.
And we're hanging side on.
No, we're coming around. We're on the monsoon trough. Well, it's just drifting up and down a little bit each day, so anyway, that's life.
Mine is checking windy up.
Well, around this side of Flattery we've got this strong little, not strong, but miserable 12-13 knot southeaster that we're hanging side on to. And then up here we've got the northwester coming down. There's the monsoon trough. And there's a rotation starting to happen here. But they're saying during the night, this is saying that it's going to start coming off the land. And that southeaster backs off. So we're probably just better off staying here.
Yeah.
Because by the morning, that rotation's inland of us, and then that's going to come down from the northwest again. So the other side of Flattery will get wind. Anyway, that's the problem this time of year.
So, what a day!
End of another day. 3 storms.
Nearly lost the drone. Nearly lost my fins.
I've never seen a drone do that before in my life.
So we left
south direction.
South direction, beautiful day. Went to go and have a snorkel. Storm was on the horizon. It was a most beautiful aquarium. It had all little bits and pieces sticking up, and heaps of coral trout, heaps of aquarium fish. It was really delightful. But we had to cut our snorkel short because we kept looking at the horizon at this massive storm front coming towards us.
We still had half an hour, which was good.
Yeah, well, it turned out to be a bit of a fizzer.
We've made our way over to Cape Flattery.
Not before he found a whole heap of...
I went to that spot because I saw the indicators on the chart. That's why we went to the north a bit first and then come down. But what we find, 6 or 7 wonkies in about 15 minutes.
Plus about 10 more in the green zone, but he had to contain himself until we got out of the green zone.
Yeah. There were some beauties.
Yeah. And then he found some wonkies. And the original plan was we will take the blue boat, dump it off at Cape Flattery, anchor this up and come back in the blue boat. But no, he decided he was going to give it a crack in this with the blue boat.
Well, the big northwesterly swell came up, so it was a lot easier to do it out of this than drive all the way back out and straight into that big swell.
Well, it's not that easy because I don't understand the sounder like you do. So he's got to run up and down the stairs all the time and fish, and I'm trying to film and drive the big boat, and we've got the tender floating around and swell and the tow rope getting in the way. But first drop, milliseconds, boom, big nanny guy. Yeah. That was pretty rewarding.
Had a couple other drifts were hooked up and missed, and then got a cod on the next one.
Yeah, and then I'd had enough. I got a sore shoulder. I'm trying.
Only 1 or 2 fish. That was it.
Yeah.
Bleed the cod ourselves, and I'll keep the nanny for.
But the big nanny was pretty exciting to just find that spot, circle around.
They were stacked.
Undo the tow rope.
They've never been found.
Put it on the corner of the boat. Yeah. We just drifted over it and bang. That's fishing.
So because of that big northwesterly swell, we came around the front part of Cape Flattery, where the ship loader is, and thinking that we'll get out of the northwesterly swell. So by the time we came around Cape Flattery, there was a southeasterly about 13-14 knots because we are right on the monsoon trough.
Yeah. So
and there's actually a rotation happening now as we speak, just to the southeast of us here, but it's expected to move over land and push a westerly off the land tonight. So it should be beautiful in the morning.
Ooh,
Finger mark tomorrow.
They're close ones.
I'm not going back out there. I'll keep them for another day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got fish for the friends and relatives, but the finger mark he keeps for himself.
That's right. There's no safe finger mark in my home.
No.
Even if they're 1 centimetre over legal.
So anyway, we're going to be rocking and rolling a little bit tonight. We've got a little bit of side-on happening. And tomorrow is the day where we go to Cooktown and get you more rum.
That's right. And pillage the bottle shop.
Yeah. Actually, it's New Year's Day.
Oh, I'll have to wait till the next day.
It's going to be a public holiday.
Oh, anyway, Happy New Year, guys. You might not see this for a few more months.
June. Happy New Year in June or whenever it goes live.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take us ages to edit all this stuff.
That's right.
But anyway.
Okay, tomorrow's another day.
Tomorrow's another day. Ciao.
Join us in the next episode where we continue on our offshore adventure. In the meantime, for fishing tips, workshops and fish planner tuition, visit our free training page at ryanmoodyfishing.com. There's a link to the gear and tackle we used on this trip below the video, and to follow along here for the rest of the trip, please like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next episode.